working dogs and not just come to a tour kennel.
So tell us about, you're a competitive musher.
Yeah, my name is Carl Erhart. I'm Koikan Anthabaskan, born and raised here in Alaska in a village about 130 miles west of here called Tanana. And my parents raised me on a totally subsistence lifestyle.
Wow.
Commercial fishing in the summer, trapping in the winter, and dogs was our transportation.
Okay.
And then it just became that my dad created a top world-class bloodline that was competitive in open class and distance. And so most all the mushers here in Alaska have Erhart bloodlines.
So they've got some of your dog's genes in
my
their
dad's genes, because now I'm the youngest, right? And now I'm the only Erhart remaining who has dogs and mushes competitively. And so carrying on my family tradition.
So what's the name of your village?
Tanana.
Tanana, okay.
And
so Tanana, I didn't know the pronunciation.
And if you...
That's a big village, isn't it?
There's about 200, 300 people there right now. But if you go to Discovery Channel and look up Yukon Men, that's all about the people in my village.
Oh, really? Yukon Man.
Yeah. And I know every one of those people who was on that show.
Wow.
Okay, who are we going to meet when we see that video?
You're going to see Charlie Nations. He's my cousin. He's the dog musher. Courtney Moore. She's a dog musher. She's my cousin. Charlie Wright. He's a trapper, woodsman, very well known. Stan Zaray, he moved here from Boston. He's a white gentleman, but lives in Tanana. He's on that show. And
if we promise to really behave, could we visit your village?
yeah.
Yeah, really?
Sure. And that's what Dave and I's hope is with this whole thing, is to utilize this and spread. We're hoping to create races that connect Borealis Base Camp to Minto Village and my village and Manly, so that we can show the tourists other parts of the village and bus you guys around to these races.
Yeah. Put up some igloos and put them up at the village, right?
Amazing.
Yeah. I would sign up for that. I've had enough of this other tour stuff, but I haven't met enough village people.
And that is why I wanted to become known with this tour company, because I feel like this gives you a general description of dog mushing in Alaska, a real dog from open class to distance, and not just going to someone's kennel.
That was
where
a smart
dog
move on your
just
part.
Does tours, right? Every day that dog just does tours.
Wow.
And nothing against them, but that's just not my cup of tea.
Well, I'm glad we met. And would you mind if I put this on a little blog site so that we can introduce the people that I know to you and your operation? Maybe we can get them to come up and do some sledding with you.
Sure.
I would rather do the sledding with you than other companies that don't represent Alaska as much as you do.
For sure. And so on that too, if you ever come for a summer vacation, there's a tour company called the Riverboat Discovery. They sponsor my kennel, but they do a tour, a stern wheeler tour on the Chena River. And they bring you to the Chena River village and they tell you all about the natives who lived here and the way they lived and the things they used.
Oh, that's what I want.
And it's a real, genuine experience of what natives really did to survive here.
It's not 20 actors that are...
up, no actors, and it's real. Koikan Anthabaskans are Eskimos given the tour.
Oh, that's what I want.
People. And my friends, they're white, but they own this company, but I grew up with them. My grandparents saved these kids' grandpa from drowning in the river before I was ever thought of. And now our families have been tight ever since.
Your brothers now, huh?
Yep. And so they own $1 million tourism company, and they hire my family all the time, my nephews, my nieces, to work for their company all the time.
So I have this dream that you will have the $1 million tour company.
Well, I'm rich. Like
He's rich. He's happy with this.
Okay.
And none of us get rich off dogs. We all try to break even with the dogs, but it's about the adventure, right? And living life. So I try to live every day and not just worry about that stuff, money and stuff like that.
He's not corporate.
Not corporate.
He didn't get bought off.
Yep.
That's amazing.
The way to live. That's how